I'm Lisa Marie Smith, and I'm one of the librarians from the Youth and School Services section at the Vernon Area Public Library. I'm here to tell you about some of our favorite books for 6th and 7th graders this month. This month's titles are full of twists and turns that keep the stories moving forward until you reach the very last page. Each of these books are a first in a new series. The first book is entitled City Spies by James Ponti. Things are beginning to look pretty bleak for 12-year-old Sarah Martinez. She is back in New York family court again, but this time isn't heading to another foster family. She is facing the prospect of spending the next 6 years in juvenile detention. Her latest family was the absolute worst. The Clarks were only in it for the money. Their overcrowded Brooklyn apartment kept way too many kids, and they greedily kept the money that the state gave them, leaving the kids underfed and abused. Sarah decided the best way to get back at them was to let the authorities know exactly what they were up to. Using her amazing computer skills, she easily hacked into their bank and sent the records to the authorities, hoping to expose them. What she didn't count on was that the authorities were way more upset that a 12-year-old easily hacked into their secure websites. It just wasn't fair that she was the one that was going to be sent away and locked up instead of them. As she's discussing her dismal future with a less than enthusiastic court-appointed attorney, a stranger dressed in a business suit enters the room suddenly. With authority, he says that he's been hired as her new attorney and proceeds to kick the stunned public defender out of the room. Sarah doesn't know what to think. But before the day is finished, she is no longer in custody. Instead, she's on her way to the airport in the back of a stretch limo and headed to Scotland, of all places. Well, the man turns out to be an agent from MI6, the British intelligence agency. They need someone her age with advanced computer hacking skills to help them with a pending case. She is joining an elite team of other kids around her age combating worldwide terror and espionage on the most recent fronts, online activity. The special boarding school that she'll be attending also acts as their training ground. Brooklyn, as she is now called, meets Rio, Sydney, and others, and then begins her intensive training to undergo her transformation as an undercover spy, part of that team. Their mission is to guard an eccentric billionaire who is sponsoring an international contest promoting green innovation with teens. Their job is to perform just well enough to make it into the top 10 so they can remain close enough to the people running the contest to uncover any imminent threats and to stop a mysterious villain who's planning a surprise attack on the participants. This is the first title in a new middle grade spy series that will have stops taking them all over the globe. The next book is an apocalyptic science fiction thriller called Bloom by Kenneth Oppal. Anaya, Petra, and Seth live on a small island off the coast of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. The three have always felt different from their classmates. Seth has never felt like he's fit in, being sent from one foster family to another. For the girls, it's been because of their allergies. Anaya is just about allergic to everything. She sniffles and sneezes her way through every day, breaking out with unexplained rashes and acne. She even has a hard time finding things to eat that she's not allergic to. And Petra? Well, Petra seemed perfect, But she has developed an allergy to one thing, and it's the strangest thing. She's become allergic to water. She can't even get a drop of water on her now without breaking out into an ugly rash and blisters. Well, the weather on the island has always been a bit gloomy, seeing that it's on the northwest coast of Canada. But a weird kind of superstorm has come and now has encompassed the entire planet. It's raining all over the earth at the very same time. It's never done that before. It was immediately after that that Anaya and Petra began to see changes with their allergies. Petra accidentally gets splashed on during the storm, and nothing happened to her. She's no longer allergic to water. And Anaya stopped sneezing and wheezing, and she's actually having no allergies at all. Her face is clearing up even. Seth is even beginning to feel better overall and stronger in some ways. But that's when they realize that that coincided with the black grass starting to grow around. Strange black grass starts to grow everywhere on the island. Anaya's dad, who's a plant biologist with the government, has never seen anything like it before. That's when they realize that it's not just on that island. They learn that it's all over the earth and it's growing. It's taking over. It's growing at an alarming rate, sometimes growing feet overnight. Chopping the roots out doesn't do anything. Chopping the roots out actually only seems to invigorate the plant, and it grows even stronger the next day. Soon, worries appear that there's going to be an overnight and worldwide food shortage if the crops are actually going to be overtaken. The Canadian government, as well as others, start believing that it's some sort of a bioengineered crop that a bad actor has spread around the world. Anaya's father studies it further and finds that no pesticides or herbicides or even poison can kill the grass. He's never seen anything like it before on Earth. New plants begin to grow. Soon their pollen spores have filled the air around the planet. Everyone is sneezing and wheezing just like Anaya used to. They have to wear masks because the pollen is so thick in the air, you can actually see it. For some reason, the three of them, though, are unaffected. That's when the plants, they realize, are starting to emit some sort of an acid. If you get a drop of this acid on you, it can burn your skin, go through clothing, and even leather too. But it doesn't seem to affect the three. What's going on? Things around them seem like they can't get any worse at all, or that's what they think, until the very first of the carnivorous plants is discovered. Just what about these three teens from Vancouver make them seem immune to the oncoming biological invasion? And what, if anything, can they do to slow or stop it? The first in a trilogy, Bloom will draw you in with its nonstop action, and plot twists will keep you turning the page one after another until the very last. These are just a couple of our favorite books from the Vernon Area Public Library for the 6th and 7th grade this month. For more information about these books, what formats they're available in, and how you can put them on hold with your Vernon Area Public Library card, contact the Vernon Library by calling us, emailing, or even IMing us. If you have a library card from another library, you can check with them to see if they have these exciting books available for you there too. We have lots of other great book recommendations for everyone, your grade and all others. You can follow the link that you see below to get those recommendations and to access a form that will get you a personalized reading list made directly and sent to you by one of our librarians. See you at the library.